Hello and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to talk about all you need to know about this beautiful, popular plant Monstera Adansonii, also known as the Swiss cheese plant. I'll be your guide, covering everything you need to know for successful indoor growing, from watering to repotting and propagating. So, be sure to stick around until the end of this video. The Monstera Adansonii earns its charming nickname from its large, heart-shaped leaves that develop unique holes as the plant matures, a process known as fenestration, giving the leaves a distinct resemblance to Swiss cheese. Some varieties may exhibit variegation, with splashes of lighter or cream-colored patterns on the leaves, adding an extra layer of visual interest to the plant. The size of the leaves can vary, with younger leaves generally smaller and gradually enlarging as the plant grows. This dynamic leaf structure contributes to the overall beauty and charm of the Monstera Adansonii. Originating from the lush landscapes of Central and South America, this tropical perennial has found its way into many homes as a beloved indoor plant. This plant has been with me for almost 3 years, elegantly placed near a north-facing window, ensuring it receives ample light throughout the day. Monstera Adansonii thrives best in bright, indirect light. In its natural habitat, this plant flourishes beneath the canopy of large trees in the jungle, making it sensitive to excessive direct sunlight, which can lead to foliage burn. Meeting its light requirements is easily achievable in any room with a window, and a north-facing window is the best choice if you want to position it directly in front of the window. However, if your space has west or south-facing windows, it's advisable to place the plant a bit away from the window to prevent overexposure to direct sunlight. Since I haven't repotted this plant for 2 years, I want to repot it now and add more fresh soil. Also, I want to reorganize the vines as they've become very long. So, let me show you how to repot your Swiss cheese plant and what kind of soil you should use. Monstera Adansonii needs to be repotted every 1 to 2 years to achieve its full potential. Repotting a Swiss cheese plant is a quick and easy process, but there are a few things that you need to know. The first important thing is to choose the right pot size, and it must have drainage holes. Depending on the plant size, you'll choose the pot size, keeping in mind that these plants like to be root-bound. So, one size bigger is totally fine. Another critical factor is choosing the right potting mix. As the Swiss cheese plant is not a very demanding plant, you can pot it in a regular aerate mix, but I prefer to make my own mix to achieve better results. Let me show you how I make my potting mix. I use approximately 70% regular potting mix, 15% perlite, and 15% orchid barks. Perlite is an excellent addition to the mix because it enhances aeration and drainage. Before use, I make sure to wash the perlite thoroughly. Perlite promotes aeration and drainage, preventing overwatering by allowing excess water to easily escape the soil and promoting a healthier root system. Orchid barks are another valuable component as they provide a stable structure to the mix and contribute to moisture retention. This is especially beneficial for plants like the Monstera Adansonii, offering a balanced environment for root development. I will now repot my Monstera. I choose not to change the size of the pot because it is already big enough for this plant. I will only add fresh soil mix and bring it back in the same pot. But if your plant has overgrown the pot, feel free to choose one size bigger. If the roots are stuck outside the pot from the holes, gently try to release them, but don't worry if you damage a few of them. Remove the plant from the old pot and remove a portion of the old soil. If the plant roots are healthy, I suggest not removing all the soil as it may damage the roots unnecessarily. However, if you encounter problems with the plant or the roots, I recommend removing all the soil from the roots and washing them. If there are any rotting roots, you should cut them off. Now, add a few scoops of the soil mixture to the bottom of the pot and place the plant inside. At this stage of the repotting process, it is advisable to add your moss pole or any support you might have. This way, you can introduce them without hurting the roots. Support is crucial for Monstera Adansonii because this plant needs assistance to climb. Without proper support, its growth can be slow and less vigorous. The support structure not only aids in maintaining an upright form but also encourages the development of those characteristic fenestrations in the leaves. Providing support ensures a healthier and more visually appealing plant over time. When the plant is done with repotting, it is time for watering. When you are repotting the plant, you should give it plenty of water, so I suggest soaking it for 15 minutes. Now, let's talk about the watering requirements of Monstera Adansonii. This plant prefers a thorough watering, allowing the soil to be evenly moist, but not waterlogged. Water the plant when the top inch of the soil feels slightly dry to the touch. Ensure that excess water can drain freely from the pot to prevent overwatering, which can lead to root rot. During the growing season, typically spring and summer, the Monstera Adansonii may need more frequent watering, while in the dormant period of fall and winter, you can reduce the frequency. Remember, it's always better to underwater than overwater, as this plant is more tolerant of drying out between waterings. Observe the plant's response, and adjust your watering schedule accordingly. Now, let's talk about fertilizing your Monstera Adansonii. During the growing season, spring and summer, use a balanced liquid fertilizer, diluted to half or quarter strength. Apply every 2 to 4 weeks when the soil is already moist. In fall and winter, reduce or stop fertilizing as the plant enters a dormant phase. Pay attention to your plant's response, adjusting the frequency or strength if needed. A well-balanced fertilization routine ensures your Monstera Adansonii receives the necessary nutrients for healthy growth and vibrant foliage. The Swiss cheese plant is a fast-growing plant, and as it matures, you may find the vines becoming leggy and losing their older leaves. Regular pruning is essential to maintain a bushier look and promote new growth. When it comes to cuttings, propagating Monstera Adansonii is not very challenging. You can easily propagate it from cuttings, but keep in mind that the cutting should have at least one node to be successful. Propagation from a leaf alone is not possible. Let me guide you through the process of propagation in water. Choose a healthy vine and make a clean cut. Then, divide the vine into smaller sections, ensuring each segment has at least one node. Place these cuttings in water, finding a shaded spot without direct sunlight. Remember to change the water frequently. For a quicker rooting process, you can also opt to place the cuttings in perlite. After 3 months, here are the results. The cuttings have developed new leaves and roots. At this stage, you can transfer them into the soil mixture I previously demonstrated. Just ensure you choose a small pot with good drainage for planting. Another crucial aspect to consider is the plant's sensitivity to humidity and its temperature tolerance. The Monstera Adansonii thrives in higher humidity environments. To create an ideal setting, you can mist the plant regularly, use a humidifier, or place a tray with water and pebbles nearby. When it comes to temperature, while the Swiss cheese plant prefers warmer conditions, it can tolerate average room temperatures. However, it's important to shield it from drafts and abrupt temperature changes. Keep an eye out for common pests like spider mites and scale on your Monstera Adansonii. Regularly inspect the leaves, and if pests are present, treat promptly with neem oil or insecticidal soap. Ensure good air circulation and avoid overwatering to prevent fungal issues. Now, I'd like to invite you to join my membership community here on YouTube for only $0.99 per month. Your support with this symbolic amount truly helps my channel grow. As a thank you, I'm offering a special coupon for you to download 3 plant watering planners for free. These planners are designed to help you organize your watering and planting routines. If you're interested in joining, you'll find the link in the description below. Thank you for being a part of our community.